The Dominican Republic is located in the heart of the Caribbean. It occupies the eastern two-thirds of Hispaniola. The island lies between the islands of Cuba and Puerto Rico. With the Dominican Republic's land area of 48,000 kilometers squared, this makes it approximately the size of Scotland. The Dominican Republic is justly famous for its beaches, broad bands of white sand bounded by pastel waters and incredibly tall coconut trees. But the DR, as it's commonly called, has much more to offer than just beaches. It is the home to many of the New World's firsts: the first hospital, the first university, the first paved road. You can argue that the modern history of the Americas began here. The capital of the Dominican Republic is Santo Domingo, a treasure featuring old and elaborate colonial architecture. The fortress, palaces and churches here date back hundreds of years. Once ruled by Spain, the official language of the Dominican Republic is Spanish. Previously dependent on the export of sugar and other agricultural products, the DR has become the most popular tourist destination in the Caribbean. Today, tourism and the DR's free trade agreements with the USA and 5 countries of Central America have helped to stabilize its economy. The Dominican Republic really does offer something for everyone. For those who dream of a one-on-one with Mother Nature, a visit to the Samana Peninsula on the northeast coast is like pulling up a chair on her front porch. Samana's beauty lies in her simplicity. Here, unspoilt beaches serve as a threshold to vibrant coral reefs, while mountain waterfalls intersect lush rainforests. But while Samana is a top destination for eco-tourists and naturalists, some come to this off-the-beaten-path peninsula to interact with humpbacked whales. After all, Samana is home to one of the largest and best breeding grounds in the world for this elusive mammal. Every winter, more than 10,000 whales, virtually the entire North Atlantic population, leave their feeding grounds around Greenland and head south to the Caribbean. But while Samana's beauty is the stuff of legends, its history is fit for a fairy tale. Columbus stopped here on his discovery of the New World, but the area didn't become populated until late in 1756, when people began migrating from the Canary Islands. Soon, Samana became a lair for pirates who pillaged passing ships. What followed was a short ownership by Napoleon Bonaparte and later settlement by the freed American slaves. All this history and meshing of cultures has left Samana as one of the most impressive melting pots in the Dominican Republic. Americanos, descendants of the African-American inhabitants, mixed with Europeans from France, Spain and Italy. Not only do people here look different from their Dominican brethren, but the food and even the language has a twist all of its own. The town of Samana is located on the southern side of the peninsula along Samana Bay. It's a popular base for tourists who plan to participate in whale-watching excursions or day trips to Cayo Levantado. Las Galeras, a sleepy, charming seaside town, is located 15 kilometers from the Royal Palm residence. This picturesque town offers some of the DR's most stunning beaches and coastline, not to mention an array of restaurants and eateries serving local Creole food and European dishes. In the Dominican Republic, there is only one season, summer. The climate on the island is semi-tropical, with a temperature for most of the year of 27 degrees Celsius or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The balmy climate, with its ever-present trading winds and the warm temperature of the subtropical Atlantic Ocean, combine to provide this part of the island with year-round delightful weather, resulting in only a few degrees difference in temperature between the winter and summer months. Annual rainfall is moderate with no perceivable rainy season, which is usually found in other tropical locations. The island's majestic terrain was described by Christopher Columbus as the most beautiful land in the world, and today the Samana Peninsula is acknowledged as the jewel in the crown of the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic has a well-developed road network. The government has invested heavily in the reconstruction and expansion of several of the main highways. These include the Santo Domingo-Santiago Highway running south to north, and the Santo Domingo-San Cristobal Highway running south to west. The motorway from Samana to Santo Domingo is expected to be finished in December of 2007. This will reduce travel time to and from the capital considerably. Located in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, the Dominican Republic is the largest island in the region after Cuba. Getting here from Europe or North America is straightforward. There are several international airports spread around the country, and you can fly between them with Air Santo Domingo. More than 60 airlines fly to the 7 existing airports like Santo Domingo, Puerto Plata, La Romana and Punta Cana. A new international airport in Samana, El Cate, opened on the 1st of November 2006. This will connect with all the major European cities, USA, South America and the Caribbean. This new airport will mean that investors will be just a 30-minute drive to Royal Palm residence from the airport. The Dominican Republic is known for its superb beaches, and masses of tourists arrive here every year by air and cruise ship. Some of the best beaches in the Caribbean are located right here on your doorstep in Samana. Playa Rincon was ranked by Coordenad's Traveller as one of the world's top 10. It's so splendid, in fact, that many Dominicans refer to it as the most beautiful on the island. Over 3 kilometers long, coconut palms and almond trees, not to mention a 2,000-foot mountain on one end, surround Playa Rincon. Playa Rincon is indeed a beautiful and striking spot. With its white sandy beach and its multi-hued water, you can walk for hours along the shore with soft waves on one side and deep palm forest on the other. For those who enjoy diving, Cabo Cabron is one of the North Coast's best dive sites, and an easy boat ride from Las Galeras. Other popular sites in Samana include Piedra Bonita, a 50-meter stone tower that's good for spotting marine life such as barracudas and sea turtles. Also waiting to be explored are underwater caves and numerous shipwrecks. The stunning Cascada El Limon is located about half an hour from the development. This is an impressive 52-meter waterfall with a beautiful swimming hole at the bottom. Just about everyone who visits does so on horseback, with a guide from the local village to accompany you. The Dominican Republic is viewed by many investors as the last great investment opportunity in the Caribbean. A number of incentives have been put in place by the government to encourage foreign investment, and they have begun to nurture the tourism sector. Part of the country's charm is its many layers, of men playing dominoes, of colonial painted wooden houses, and a lifestyle that can rival any Caribbean island.